broke Lucy. We'll hit on another couple topics. Yes. I don't know how the Christians do it. I swear I don't. Some of my stalkers are saying that I said Galileo, Copernicus, and Bruno were pagans. Where do they come up with this shit? They were Catholics. But guess what? Those three fucking Catholics found out the Bible was wrong. They were open-minded. They were brilliant. They were skeptics. Yeah, they were Catholic. Catholics blew the lid off their own fucking book, and guess what happened to them? Bruno got burned at the stake. Galileo lived out house arrest. I forget what happened to Copernicus. Yeah, they were Catholic. Between 1970 and 1974, there was a young boy in Virginia. He'd had high school science class. He perked up, and particularly one study of a cave drawing. And this boy knew that the Bible said the earth was 6,000 years old. And this boy had already found all manner of inconsistencies and contradictions in the Bible and had become blacklisted within the church. He was a Christian. Cult, yeah, strong cult member. Yes, he was. Baptized. Whole 9 yards. And he stood up in the congregation and said, this 6,000 year thing don't cut it. I'm him. Why don't you all make out that hell broke Lucy in his rebellion, like Bruno and Copernicus and Galileo were Christians, okay? Why don't you sons of bitches do that? Because it's just as honest. I blew the shit apart while I was in there. The same as Copernicus, Bruno, and Galileo. They were inside and blew the shit apart. Y'all are some dim bulbs over there. God damn. Another thing. The earth has always been round, sphere. Didn't make a rat's ass that 99.9% of the population believed it. Science didn't make the earth round. Astronomers didn't make it round. The fucker was already round. The Bible said otherwise. So the Bible's fucking wrong. And Galileo, Copernicus, and the rest of them blew the lid off of that shit. Now, there was a vote in the Catholic Church about 500-600 years ago as to whether or not women were human. Women are human. That's a step, you know. But the church has to decide this shit. And upon the church's decision, by one vote, 33 to 32, they decided women were human. Did that make women human? Because they said so? No, they were already human. The dim-witted, fucked up church thinks they decided when women became human. You little cucarachas that follow this shit around. Gay's been natural all along. Science don't make it natural when it discovers hereditary traits. The chromosomes, the chemicals that increase and decrease in a woman's body the more kids she has. Science ain't making that shit happen. That shit's already been there. Broad-minded people didn't need science to look around and say, people are going to be what they're comfortable being. People are going to be what they want to be. You cockroaches put sin on shit. I said it, and I'll say it till I die. The Bible is the most anti-natural thing we got. I don't need to give you one more motherfucking scientific link. Gay is natural. Nobody's going to be anything but what they want to be. If you had a fucking brain in your head, resident sickness, you could figure this out. People figured out that the Bible was total bullshit before Galileo. You don't need science to prove that gays are equal and natural. You don't need it. Science is just now uncovering what the fuck has always been there. Used to didn't think blacks were equal. Thought they were lower intellect than white people. That didn't make it fact just because people said that. You dumb bastards. This is how you've held progress back 1,000 years. This is how you have murdered the entire planet. We'd be living to be 150, 200 years old now if not for fucking religion. When science started getting a hold of things, the lifespan increased. In 1880, it was 47 years was the average span. Now, thanks to science, we're up to 80. Where would we be 1,000 years from now? 200, 250 years? You don't have common sense. You don't have any morals or ethics. You follow the most immoral book ever written that blocks out all common sense, reason, and logic. Reason and logic destroyed the Bible a long goddamn time before Darwin did. I don't mind being called stupid. That don't hurt my feelings. It don't offend me. What makes life uncomfortable is the demographic that is represented by resident sickness that thinks I'm stupid. What you have to have in your brain cavity in order to think that I, Thomas Paine, Galileo, all of these, I'm not comparing myself to Thomas Paine and Galileo. I'm comparing myself with the other rationalists and reasonable people of our time. Now, they're still in the minority, way in the minority. What is so fucked up about you people that you would also see Galileo as stupid if you were living back then? That's the problem. You're in the way of all progress. Because you don't have the moral that these people are human. We got this one life. That's all we know about. The rest of it's your fucking imagination. You don't have the goodness in you to get out of the way and let these two people have their normal life that they comfortably want to live, and it's the life they choose. If you think that a heterosexual is choosing that over being gay when he wants to be, yeah, that happens out of sin pressure. But if you think there's one gay person on this planet being gay when he'd rather be straight, you don't have a fucking brain cell in your goddamn head. This is why I say without reservation, every human being standing in the way of human equality is a bad, bad person down deep. That's what you are, down deep. Anything good you show on the front, from your mascara to whatever you drop in the collection plate, is bullshit to cover a front of a purely rotten human being. No good whatsoever. To be born on the backs of morality and decency.